Wright brothers will be proud. A piloted drone flight in the heart of a major city for the first time. The trip lasted just a short 2.5 minutes, but it's a glimpse of what could eventually become the world's first autonomous flying taxi. The two-seater aircraft was developed by the German firm Volocopter. The company plans to attract paying customers in Singapore within 3 years.
It would be very humble beginnings. 2 dedicated endpoints for takeoff and landing, very safe trajectory with a pilot on board. But once we get used to that, we think that this can scale tremendously and have a significant impact on how we move about our cities.
Volocopter is among many companies vying for a piece of the flying public transport market. Chinese automaker Geely recently invested $55 million in the German prototype, with ambitions to mass-produce air taxis for China. It may look like a helicopter, but it's actually a drone powered by 18 electric rotors. The goal is to make these flying taxis a fully autonomous way to commute. One analyst says a 10-minute ride could cost up to a few $100s, but designers want to bring costs down to compete with premium taxi rates on the ground. Tech and aerospace giants like Uber, Airbus, and Boeing are all developing their own flying taxis. A recent report by Citigroup predicts sales to reach $5 billion by 2030. Singapore is a hotbed for autonomous flights because of support from the government. But in addition to the flying cars, infrastructure for takeoffs, landing, and recharging still needs to be built. That's why British firm Skyports is investing in what they're calling vertiports.
Really, we want to be operational in the places where there's most congestion. That tends to be in the city centres. We can build on top of office buildings. Parking structures are really good. I think it will become relatively ubiquitous. We'll see lots of vertiports around a city. Singapore, we think, could easily accommodate 20.
Skeptics say inadequate battery technology means the range for these flying cabs is currently limited. They're also vulnerable to bad weather. And of course, there are safety concerns. Earlier this year, unauthorized drones caused dozens of flight delays at the city's main airport.
If the volume goes up, you possibly need air traffic controllers to be automated. So there's a big jump in technology and regulations. Even if you have some of these technologies available, consumers' trust in autonomous technologies is fairly low.
Companies agree their air taxis as a means of mass transport are still years away. But they're confident that short-hop tourism is the first step to bring people on board. So buckle up, your next ride to the beach could come with a bird's eye view. Sandy Huang, TRT World, Singapore.